This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Power football with the run. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Hunter. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
And the Huskers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The play-action fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Markway. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
The Cornhuskers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Touch pass on the run. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He'll throw it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle, it's Bonner. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
And the Huskers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's the handoff.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This is a design run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. Third down coming up.
The Razorbacks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Green. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. In this drive and snap it from the 44. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The option look. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He'll try to do it himself. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll run the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense picks it up.
Those pitches, those laterals, whatever you want to call them, the more times you do those in a game, the more likelihood you have of putting that pigskin on the ground. They put it on the ground there. Ball gets out. It happens. It's going to be a part of the game, but it's also the part of the game that the coaches, when they get you to the sidelines, they're going to tell you about it. And they're not going to tell you about it in good language.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And first down for the offense. At the end of the first quarter, Nebraska 7, Arkansas 0.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. It's complete to the right. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking your book,
give him 6. Touchdown, Huskers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Might be changing the route. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
He'll try to feel the punt and see if he can give it some. The ball pops out on the return. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession.
Returners don't get many shots, right? Like, they only get a few shots a game. They want to maximize it. You're not going to get any shots if you don't secure the football. You got to take care of the football, big fella.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Quick completion on the out route. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Markway. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Quickly complete.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Going to swing it on second down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Nebraska. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Green. He turns that loose down the right side. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were disciplined and made a good play on the football.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. And you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. A low line drive and not his best work. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Makes the catch, it's Hunter. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pocket breaking down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Here comes the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
One more snap coming before halftime. To the air, it's Green. Here's a heat. Got room at the 35. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run the option. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. On the option. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab down the left side. Hits the crease. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the 1st half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the 2nd half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps away to find some room. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the option. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Razorbacks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. To the air, it's Green. He lobs one high down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The give on the option. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, at this point of the drive, 4th down and inches in your opponent's territory, you're trying to get into field goal range. You're just going to run the football. You're going to try to be more physical at the line of scrimmage. They were right there.
Escapes the sack. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
The extra point is good, but the lead is still big, down 31-7. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And the Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll move the tight end. They'll give it to Johnson. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, things have mostly been going right for this offense in this game so far. That's why they have the lead they have. But that time, a little bit of a mental error. That should have been intercepted. Don't love the decision by the quarterback.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Here's the pressure. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that first down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. On 4th down, going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Hunter. There he goes. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Fires to the wideout. And they will score. Touchdown, Huskers. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
Yeah, and Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll ride his man on the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Green. showing the arm strength down the left side.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Cornhuskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quickly complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Good timing on the quick out. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Werfel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't rule anything out here today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wide out. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to pass. It's Green. This time it's complete. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Buying some time. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation.
Throws toward the end zone. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go right back to him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah.